I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, sorry, like I should start
Yeah.
with the engineering day thing?
Yes.
Okay, so like I did a bit of research yesterday, as you asked me to. So, I'll start. So, engineers actually play quite a vital role in the development of the nation. Now, there are different parts in the country that celebrates Engineers Day to appreciate the contribution of engineers. India observes Engineers Day on September 15 as a mark of remembrance and tribute to Moksha Gunda Vishwakarma, who is considered one of the greatest engineers in the country. He is also known as the father of Indian engineering because of his enormous contributions and innovations in the field of engineering and development in the society. And this day has been celebrated in India since 1968. Vishwesh is also known as VM Sir because of his contributions in the field of engineering and in education. He is considered as one of the foremost nation builders and creating marvels upon which modern India was built. He is also known as Professor of Economic Planning in India, according to and this was the title given from the Institution of Engineers India. Now he was small village called Muddenahali. Please excuse my pronunciation at times. In Karnataka. He received his degree in civil engineering from Pune College of Engineering, and his field of expertise was in irrigation and flood disaster management. He rose to fame because of his, innovative and groundbreaking works in fields of modern irrigation techniques as well as flood control and mitigation. Now, some of his major contributions to the nation include he designed the automatic barrier water floodgates, which was installed in Pune in 1903 at the Karakvasla Reservoir. He was also the chief engineer responsible for the construction of the Krishna Raj Sagar Dam in Mandya district of Karnataka and the chief engineer of the flood protection system in Hyderabad. Along with that, he established the famous Government Engineering College, which is now known as the Vishweshwara College of Engineering in 1917. Some of his major achievements include that he was knighted as the Knight Commander of the British Indian Empire by King George V for his contribution towards public good. He has also received the highest honor, the Bharat Ratna, in 1955. Along with that, he was also honored by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his speech. In 2019, Narendra Modi said that we remember He was also honored by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his speech in 2019, in which he says, I quote, "We remember Sir M. Vishweshwaraya on his Jayanti. India is proud of the contribution of our engineers towards the nation building." Now, the purpose of Engineers Day is basically to feel pride in the engineers of our country and celebrate their contribution and their achievements in each and every field of science and technology. Engineers play a crucial role in terms of development of the country, and their contribution is necessary. This day is to celebrate the past accomplishments of the engineer and to glorify the future trends in engineering. This day shows the significance and the importance of engineers at every step of our daily life. Was that alright?
Alright. Why did we choose this day?
Because are really important, and it's important that we celebrate their achievements.
Yeah. Why September 15th?
Because it was the anniversary of M. Vishweshwaraya.
Which year he took birth?
It was in 18. Sorry. It was in the
1860.
Yeah, 1860. Yeah.
And he died at the age of 102.
What?
102 years old.
Yeah.
Very rare, right?
Yeah, really rare.
So 1962 he died.
Yeah, this year it's his 160th anniversary, birth
And
anniversary.
1962 he died on April 14th. April 14th is very special because it is Ambedkar's birthday,
Yeah.
and that is also considered as Yuga starting for Tamil, Karnataka, Kerala, the South Indian part.
Yeah.
That's a very special day.
Yeah. Yes.
I was connected with his name because I did my PhD in Bangalore, and my sitting place was where Vishwesvaraya College of Engineering.
Wow.
So I was in the room number 310 where Vishwesvaraya's college was there.
Wow.
He was originally, his parents were Telugu people settled in Karnataka.
Huh.
Most specific when we as people learned, not because he was a great engineer, because he was a great time disciplined, strict disciplinarian in life. While he was walking on the road, people used to adjust the watch, because every day same time, dressed up every time gentleman dress. He was the Diwan of Mysore. He studied in Pune Engineering College. Pune Engineering College is supposed to be the second engineering college in India. The first one was Roorkee Engineering College, civil engineering, second one. And he got the title Sir. That is what Britishers confer to great personalities in those days to India. Though Mahatma Gandhi sort of people denied it, he was part of British administration and a British Indian engineer probably. So he could work with a lot of projects. In Hyderabad, Nizam called him to plan lot of bund to protect the water flooding not the city and then solving the water problem. So his contributions are plenty. Yes, he also told that. He was also sent to Aden. You know that what is Aden? Aden was a British colony those days. Yemen. Yemen. Y-E-M-E-N. Yemen, right? Aden. The original place were Aden. It's a small place. So those days, it was under British presidency ruling Bombay as the headquarters. So Chief Commissioner was in Bombay. So people from India were also sent there to study the problems and then solve problems there. So Vishwesvaraya got special training on how to look at a port, how to construct a port, how to stop flood from Aden project. And in 1903 and all that, he was part of construction of Calcutta port. And these dam which you mentioned, that Ganga, Bihar, at that time he was of age 90 years old. So you can imagine, the Mysore city itself was planned by, most of the planning was by Vishwesvaraya. So that time it was called Mysore state. So Mysore state called him as father of Mysore state. Mysore state was one of the strongest, which was not under Britishers. There are two kingdoms in India who was not controlled by Britishers. One was Mysore, second one was Kerala, Travancore, Thiruvidankur Palace. Because what was done is Mysore Palace was given to Chamundi, the temple. So the god was the king actually. Similarly in Kerala, Padmanabha Swami, the Vishnu was the temple chief or temple priest or temple deity was the king, and the king himself called him as the servant of Padmanabha. On behalf of the god I am ruling. So Britishers came to have a memorandum, I will give you the kingdom. King asked, you can go and ask the god. If God permits, you can take it. So that was a great vision. Mysore Palace was also like that. So Mysore Palace was under the control of Chamundi. It was part of Queen. So that is why even today, when somebody has to go to Mysore, they were asked to go to Chamundi Hills first and then pray and then see the city.
Oh, that's the history behind it.
Yeah, because actually city belongs to the, when you go to a city, you must see the king.
Yeah.
So when you go to the city, actually you must see Chamundi. Similarly in Thiruvananthapuram also, people go to Padmanabha Swami temple. And one of the greatest contributions of Mokshagundam Vishvesvaraya is, though we had many engineers earlier, he always believed that serving the nation, making something fit for nation, for thinking for longer, those are great lessons and contributions, which is not money which you make matters, but what makes you to stay for longer is what contribution you do to the nation. That is why he was remembered. Good. So well done, Jhanhavi. So anybody has got any comments or questions? Otherwise we will call it in.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good. Well done. Good enough? Shivam Raju is there, Sheila is there, Hend is there, DDPI is there, Manoj is there. Manoj is from Calicut, Sheila is from Kannur, Hend is in actually in Hyderabad, but she is a NRI, not an Indian. DPI is in remote Andhra Pradesh. Shivam Raju is from Muscat.
Wow.
And Jhanhavi is from Bombay. Yeah, Shivam Raju has something to say? Good enough. So thank you. God bless you.
Done?
Yeah, done.